Reparations for slavery in the American South is a topic that often comes up in social and political discourse. I don't want to get into it in this video. Instead, I want to pose a simple and perfectly reasonable question. If it's legitimate to have a conversation about reparations for one form of slavery, why not another? Those who are opposed to the idea of reparations for slavery in the American South point out that this took place a long time ago, and there's no one alive today who is either a slave or a slave owner. Those who support reparations argue that those living today may still suffer from the effects of historical injustices, while others have inherited benefits, and that this justifies some form of redistributive measures. Personally, I think both sides make some good points. For the sake of transparency, I don't support reparations for slavery in the American South. I don't want to fully explain my position here because it's not the topic I want to focus on here. The short answer, though, is that I don't think we can realistically seek justice for historical injustices. If we have reparations for slavery in the old Confederate states, will we also have reparations for slavery in Africa and the Middle East? Will we have reparations for those who trace their lineage to children who were forced to work under inhumane conditions before child labor laws were passed? What about descendants of serfs who lived under feudalism? How far back in history should we extend this principle of reparations for historical injustices and various forms of slavery? Unless there is some universal principle like karma that operates in the cosmos, I think the many injustices that have occurred throughout human history are simply an inalterable fact, and their effects and consequences are just inescapable realities that we are forced to deal with. Whether you agree or not, let's talk about the present. If you support reparations for historical slavery in the American South, then surely you must also support reparations for current slavery in various forms. And even if you don't support reparations for historical instances of slavery on the basis that no one living today was either a slave or slave owner, how could you not support justice for modern-day slaves and slave owners? Slavery has existed throughout human history in various forms, and it undeniably exists today in various forms. So let's agree at least on demanding reparations for modern slavery. Are wage slaves entitled to reparations from their corporate masters? Are debt slaves entitled to reparations from the banking elite who control this debt-based monetary system and enslave people through crooked, predatory money lending schemes? Are tax slaves entitled to reparations from governments that rob them of their income under threat of imprisonment and then spend it on things that go completely against the will of the taxpayers? And of course, these are only three prongs of the same system of enslavement, because the corporate elites, the banking elites, and the political elites are all very much in cooperation with one another and pursuing the same agenda. They are all part of the master class that seeks to keep humanity enslaved. I believe a growing number of people are waking up to the truth of their enslavement. So again, I ask this simple question: when will we demand reparations for this present-day slavery? Of course, a slave is in no position to demand reparations from his master. He must first fight to free himself and take the power away from the master. Only then is he in a position to demand reparations. I'll end there for now, but I'll continue this discussion in future videos. So please hit the like button, subscribe, and contribute something of value in the comments section below. Peace.